clock stopped ticking and the cubs. Right. Yeah. Well, what's funny about that, and the clock stopped ticking, that was like the last take that we took, which was a third take in one day, and Peter just talked to Sir George Martin, his partner at Air UK. He said, "Oh, Tony, go finish that song. That one line, clock stopped ticking, do that over again. Do it just like this." He said, "It sounds like Paul on Magical Mystery Tour," because Peter had worked on Magical Mystery Tour with George Martin. He said, "It sounds like something Paul would have done." And so, reckon that, we went back and we recut that, and then that line, I had one comment today. My friend Tom Evans from Badfinger died, to the USA Today. They said, "Do you have any comment about your friend who just died in London 3 hours ago?" I said, "Yeah, that house is now empty. That cupboard is now bare. And that clock has stopped ticking." That's where that line comes from. And then move up the clock some years later. I was doodling around going, the clock's, dun 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 bum bum bum. The clock stopped ticking and the cupboard's bare. There's no one there for her. And that line, "Come today. Let Mother Mary shine a light on you. See you through the morning light again." The clock's, and I liked that line. I quite fancied that line. And then Peter Sullivan said, "Yeah." He said to me, he said, "Go do that again." He said, that's the hit." He said, that is the definite hit line. And so he had me go do it again, and we did it. And all these years later, we call it The Clock That Keeps Giving, because that song keeps getting cut over and over again all over the world by different artists. And it's just a real blessing to have that, going on and getting cut over and over again. So it's, it's been cut by multiple artists now in multiple countries. So, of course, we just love that, that it's, the clock keeps giving, keeps on giving, dun dun bum 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 bum. But anyways, moving down these years on, I heard Paul McCartney say that he got an idea for Wings from his good friend Johnny Cash, who oddly enough was a friend of mine. And so Johnny had the Johnny Cash show, so he called Denny Lane from Wings because he wanted some name people in it, and he got Henry Sywall. They brought him up to Scotland. So last summer I got the same idea. I met this young English singer named Willow, and we started writing tons of songs together last summer, and turned out to be a good thing. She couldn't get over here because of the virus. There was a block on English artists coming into America, so I was working with my friend Johnny Barbada. Johnny was he was in Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, the Turtles, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship. So we put together a thing originally called the Class of '59, and then moved it to Class of '62. We immediately called our friend, great guitar player, Michael Bonagara in Nashville. And then I remember thinking Rick Roberts would be a great high singer, one of my favorite people. Then we ended up calling an old guy that I knew, an old founding member of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, who's just a brilliant, young, at heart guy named Johnny McEwen, to play, all these different instruments. I thought that would be great. He's a great banjo player, great picker, to give us that kind of a different type of thing. And then we called Rick Roberts from Firefall, and then Billy Burnett from Fleetwood Mac, and put together Class of '62. We hit the road on May 5th. We kick off the Warner Brothers Sessions World Tour, and it's going to be phenomenal. I hope everybody comes out and sees us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to, I think, 14 countries in like 5 months in part one. The Warner Brothers Sessions 2022-2023. In the meantime, we got not one but two great TV shows. What is really going on? It's a new global news magazine TV show where we do 3 episodes each week with a focus on global music, arts, film, and TV. And then, of course, Global Rock, which will have all these guys in it. But yeah, this band right here, has some of my favorite people. It just doesn't get any better than Johnny Barbada and his band Starship. I love these hits that he did. Count on Me. He was telling me the other day, he told Marty and Grace, "You guys got to put this on the album, this song Count on Me right here." Johnny goes, that was his idea, Just like when he joined the Turtles, he said, "No, you guys got to cut Happy Together." Of course, they cut Happy Together after he joined. And then, of course, he wrote Eleanor, for the Turtles. And so it was, he's just a phenomenal person, Jane. The hits just go on and on with Class of '62. It's one hit after another. It's going to be a great, great evening. And, if you've never seen one of America's great rock and roll drummers, John Barbada, who also sings and plays, and then Rick Roberts, one of America's greatest singers, and John McEwen, Michael Bonagara. This band is in Billy Burnett. It's a phenomenal band. We have Lisa Carey on vocals and fiddle. With Johnny McEwen, phenomenal band. Ricky's going to be doing some of his songs like Strange Way and some of his other Firefall hits. And so It's going to be a phenomenal show. We kick things off on May 5th in Nashville, the big outdoor show. We head to the West Coast. I'm going to be doing some of these old Badfinger hits that I used to do with the boys from 81, 2, and 3, with Tommy and Mike. And we'll be doing Baby Blue, which was the theme song for Breaking Bad. And we'll definitely be doing No Matter What. And so come and get it. And definitely doing the Clock Stop, taking the stuff off our new record, But this is like a contemporary rock band, much like Jim Kelton and I were talking. It's a lot like the Traveling Wilburys, Jim's band with George Harrison, Tom Petty, and Bob Dylan. Same kind of vibe going on. A lot of great players with a young, hip, kind of current, fresh, hip, edgy edge. We're going to be finishing up our new Class of 62 Warner Brothers Sessions record in Nashville with a young engineer who worked under the great engineer that worked for Bob Seger, Dave Cole, over the years. So we're just super psyched up. There's a lot, one hit after another with Class of 62. It is truly, this is like the best band I've ever been in my life. To be on the same stage with this guy, Rick Roberts, Johnny Barbada, John McEwen, Michael Bonagara, who had all those hits with Bale and the Boys. He's written tons of hits, man. He's like a walking hit machine, and then John McEwen, John Barbada doing the song Here He Wrote, Eleanor. Just one hit after another. Come out and see Class of 62. We will see you on stage in your town soon. We go to the United Kingdom in June, Europe in July, in August. It's just going to be one great time after another. So peace, love, and rock and roll. We pray for peace in the Ukraine. We pray for peace all over the world. And, you'll hear Billy Burnett do a couple of these great Fleetwood Mac hits. You'll hear all of our hits, He'll be doing Oh Well. He'll be doing As Long As You Follow. For sure, he'll be doing Chains. And then Johnny will be doing... He'll sing Ohio, 10 Soldiers and Nixon's Calling from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young that he was on. And then he'll do those big Turtles hits because they're huge. People love the Turtles. And John was a member of that band, and he was on those records. So, who else is going to do them? So Class of 62, we put a new spin on these hits, folks. It's going to be super, super cool. And, we'll be doing like these old songs like No Matter What. But we'll be doing... So, with a new spin. Like when I was in the Twisters some years ago, we had... fiddle on these things. Larry Franklin was playing fiddle on these Badfinger songs, and they really came alive. And we'll be doing Mr. Bojangles by Johnny's band, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Yeah, one hit after another. It's going to be super, super cool, supercharged. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there. It's not just Tony King's Class of 62. It's the Class of 62, folks. Come out. We'll see you in your town. And come out and meet the band. And this is our brand new single that debuts. As a matter of fact, tomorrow in North America, it's iHeart Pick Hit Record of the Month for all of end of March and April and May. So this is our new single. It's called Crazy. Can't wait to see you out there. We'll see you at the show. Tony King over and out. Come on out. We'll see you then. Bye. Thank you.